Ain't no Happy Hanukkah, here's some coochie. Ain't no Merry Christmas, especially not Happy Birthday.
Hello, and welcome back to this week's episode of Yip to My App. I'm Sarah Arkastar, and today I'm here with
Jay Sueños, a.k.a. Joshua.
And this is the Christmas episode. Merry Christmas, everyone. We are getting to all the nooks and crannies of Christmas, everything that comes with it. The trees, the gifts, the tears sometimes.
The yap of it all.
Yeah. So let's start off with this question. When do you usually put up your tree?
So when I was younger, I feel like the closer to Thanksgiving or like slightly after was the optimal time. My tree's been up for like 2 weeks. As soon as like I bought the tree, I'm like, all right, it doesn't have to stay in the box. I'm just going to put it up now and then wait for the ornaments, kind of pick the theme and go from there.
Gotcha. So then when do you typically take the tree down? Because I feel like some people, like they wait a hot minute to take it down. And other people are like, as soon as Christmas is over, enough.
Word. I feel like some people are like, Happy New Year, put it away. But for me, I think King's Day is like the hard cutoff. It's like after that, all right, there's other holidays coming. Let's wrap it up.
You know, I know some people, they keep a tree up year round and they change the directions. They change the decorations depending on the holiday. Like there's like 4th of July ornaments. They have like Memorial Day ornaments. Yeah, that's like a thing. Yeah, I've only ever seen it like in Pennsylvania. Like they do it
I was
over
going to
there.
say, because I've never seen that here. I feel like the tree takes up space and you kind of just live with that discomfort because it's cute for like the couple weeks. But then after that, you're like, that one square of space needs to be had. Like we need it.
You know, some people do it for Halloween too, like that giant skeleton.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's someone by me, like one of my neighbors, they have like that huge skeleton. They have Christmas lights on it right now.
No, in Staten Island, there's a lot of people that have those huge skeletons. They put in different T-shirts. They have like the hat and beard like me.
I saw one dressed as like Michael Jackson one time. Like
mad tall. You're just like, hey Michael, how are you?
Hey, question. How do you feel about matching pajamas for Christmas?
See, all right. For relationships or friend groups?
We could do all of them.
Okay, relationships, it's cute, I think, after year 2. It's like, oh, okay, our second Christmas together, and now y'all have the matching pajamas. But if it's like y'all are just now starting to date, I don't know.
Okay. I think I think I'm okay after the first year. I don't think it got to be 2 years. But one thing about me is like I get, and this sounds bad, I get icked out by the boyfriends, like when they post it. Not when the boyfriends post it, but I get icked out by the guy themselves when I see it posted. Like, I think it's cute if you do that with your girl, but when I see it on Instagram, I'm like, ew. Like, that, I don't like that. Like, I don't know what it is. Like, seeing a guy, like, in,
you're
like...
in peach, like, white T-shirt and long johns matching some bitch. Like, that's corny. Be a man.
I don't know if it's, like, the skinniness of the pants that be throwing me off. Because it's, like, one of those other rules that I have that I don't like when a guy has their, like, toes showing on their Instagram. Like, you shouldn't be wearing flip-flops on your feed unless you're at a beach.
Oh, you're wildin'.
Like, yeah, I don't want to see your feet.
So if that's the case, then how do you feel if, like, all right, you know, sometimes the guy is the one with the body. Like, imagine you taking a picture with matching pajamas and, you know, like the flannel material and the boy got that and his shorty's like flat as a board. How do you feel about that? Are you like, oh, MG, he's showing too much body?
No, that's fine. I mean, if I was the girlfriend, I'd be offended. It's not getting posted unless we're standing and I'm in front of you because that's embarrassing to me if your ass is fatter than mine. Yeah. But it's the toes. I don't know.
But the toes, what if he had Christmas themed toes? Like he was really giving into it and had like a little Christmas bow on one of them, a white nail somewhere. No? You judgy.
No, I'm not a fan of that. And I don't think he should have a girlfriend if that's the case. Wow. I'm saying he should have a boyfriend.
You know, I figured that.
Yeah.
But then what if the boyfriend is like, I don't like that either? What happens then?
Okay, but that's not me though.
You're right.
I'm just like...
You know, I hope the same respect happens if like my shorty was to come up to some party or like at a house thing dressed as a tree, you know? I would be like, work. I respect you. I love you. I support you. I wouldn't be like, oh my God, your toes are showing on Instagram. You are a heathen and you should be extricated from society. Like you're shunning people because they have toes.
No.
Showing on Instagram.
No. It's just without valid reason, I don't like it. Like you could be at a water park.
So what would the valid reason be?
Beach.
He has a collab and then he's showing his toes because somebody did the toes on Instagram.
Okay, that's a valid reason, yeah.
Okay.
But if you're somewhere where your toes should be out, that's fine.
In his house? It can't be out in his house?
But why are you posting that? You know? There's like...
Okay, you know, some people have certain discernments. Like I won't post myself without a haircut, but like if my toes are out, I'm cool.
See, no.
That's crazy. I'm sorry, y'all. My toes are in socks, but I know they're feeling shame in there.
Oh, but you're not taking pictures and posting
Right.
it.
Not feet finder for men.
Nah.
Okay, but
Okay. What's your favorite Christmas movie?
my favorite Christmas movie has to be Santa Claus. I think the second one.
You know, I've never seen them.
Really?
Like outside of like them just being on TV when I was a kid, I've never like actually seen them.
No, I sat down to see that one. The first one was cute, but it was more like the early '90s, late '80s. So like, I was really weird about textures when it came to film. So when they were super grainy, I was like, this is way before my time. They did the script with calligraphy and shit. Like I can't watch this. But the second one was cute because like the CGI and everything was fire. Like you see him get all fat and he looks fat. I
Yeah.
was like, okay, this is
That
is
I
dope.
remember from the trailers. Like,
Yeah, I was like, this is dope. But yeah, that's mine. How about you?
one that like I feel like was like forced to be my favorite is Elf. Cause like me and my mom, we have like a ton of inside jokes. Like one that we have is the oh my god, I know him. Like that's like our thing. And then the other one is like the anytime something comes up with like the chewing the gum under the train station thing. Have you seen that scene? So Will Ferrell, like he's, you know, obviously he's Elf and he's taking chewed gum from under the train station railing and he's chewing it. And fun fact, that was real gum. Like that wasn't planted there. Like that was literally just Will Ferrell.
Like he did it for the bit?
Yeah. Yeah.
That's gross.
But like there's like so many like random references that me and my mom bring up all the time that it's like it has to be my favorite. Like even like without thinking it has to be. But this is gonna sound corny, but something that I feel like now qualifies as a Christmas movie just because of the themes and stuff is Wicked. And that for me now is a favorite Christmas movie. I feel like Christmas is the appropriate time to watch it.
Y'all seen a Christmas tree in there?
Do you see green?
That's her skin color.
Okay, but it's green and it's festive. Not the green is festive, but Oz is festive.
No, okay, I get that. Oz is, yo, you know what I was thinking too? Like with Wicked, you know how they made like the Hogwarts thing in Universal? Now they have like all those themes. They need to make an Oz, like and add it to Epic Universe. I will pay top dollar.
That would be so nice. Oh my gosh. Because that's one thing, I even watching the movie, I was like, they paid a lot for this set and everything.
Like the whole set looks fire. It looks like, okay, I want to go into little shops and talk to the Munchkins. Do you think they would like me if I was a Munchkin? Like,
yeah.
I don't know. If you were a
actually,
Munchkin,
no.
like, what would you do? Like,
Well, Munchkins are typically dumb. So I feel like you popped into Munchkin and I feel like you'd be calling them out for their stupidity.
okay, bet, yeah. They'd
And
be
so
like,
maybe they wouldn't
we don't
like you.
him. As a collective, we don't want you here.
Well, I mean, yeah, because Glinda, she was just like, oh my God, I love you. I love everyone. They were like, oh my God, Glinda. And Alpha was like, be fucking for real. Then they hated her. So yeah.
Yeah, that's true. But that would be so fire.
That would be so, I mean.
But I don't know if that really counts as a Christmas movie. I mean, it came out around Christmas time.
Yeah.
There's festiveness and there's music and happiness.
Yeah.
Okay.
And the songs and stuff, I feel
approve.
like it's all fitting. And yeah, I mean, because they're essentially a bunch of elves. They're munchkins. You know, that was a whole other thing. I don't like that they didn't use little people in Wicked. I don't know if this is touchy, but like, I don't know. I feel like that's what a munchkin is. It's why they're
Like a
called
little
munchkins.
person? Okay.
Yeah. Like, you know how many jobs they just took away from like little people actors?
I feel like anything that I would say about this would be cancelable.
Okay.
So I'm not gonna say anything. I respect you. I see you. I validate you. But yeah, I think we have opposing views.
Really?
Yes, because like, did they use little people as elves in like Santa Claus?
I don't know. I didn't see that.
Half dilated the camera and made them look short. Because, okay, there is a preconceived notion that little people, quote unquote, look a certain way because of their,
Yeah.
you know, how they grow and stuff. So like, I just feel like that would be a little distracting to the overall theme of the movie. Like it would kind of play a forefront as far as their characterization.
No, because I think that a lot of like the things that make them different has to do like with their
legs.
Yeah, but like with how like their bodies are really made up. But I feel like with the costumes and stuff, I feel like that's a roundable thing.
Yeah, but So they have like shorter legs.
Yeah.
And I guess like smaller like ligaments.
Yeah, but let's say they're all
So,
wearing like poofy, floofy
No, yeah, no, I see
outfits.
that. But like
you don't see that.
you know, in the sequences where shit's exploding, like they're not gonna run fast.
They're running as fast as they can because they're.
And that's not fast.
But in Oz, though, like
they're gonna be unsafe.
Okay, but that's just the life.
But even with the effects, imagine you try to run away from the pyrotechnics of something exploding, and you're just scurrying. You know what I mean? Like I'm thinking of it as more of like a realistic.
Been a prerequisite.
Normal legs would have been the prerequisite.
Joshua.
Oh. No. Like you see, this is why I didn't want to say anything.
We're going on to the next topic.
This is why I should have just left it as I see you, I validate you.
You guys knew what he meant.
You know what I meant? And it's like I didn't want to say it, but I feel like it's all right.
Next question.
Wicked's a Christmas movie.
Okay. Do you believe in giving kids a Christmas budget for Christmas gifts?
I am an advocate for giving kids a Christmas budget. Okay, let's go back, right? Mm-hmm. So when I was a kid, like early 2000s, early 2010s, every week, you know, like those people that would throw the magazine packets, like with all the, like the bag full of different ones. Toys R Us will be in there. Best Buy will be in there. Target. Now, instead of you exhausting your brain trying to find gifts for a kid, because even the kid doesn't know what they want, you say, you give me $300 and I can look through all these magazines and maximize my spending. I can get like 5 toys from this store, 4 toys from that store, and equal out budget. Baby, I'm going to be content as hell. As opposed to like, you get me this gift you think I want, and it's like, okay, you saw it looks like a boy toy, and you're going to get me that. And the whole time, I'm like, what the hell is that? Like, you spent $80 on some random G.I. Joe shit. I've never seen that show a day in my life. You know what I mean? Because you could pick all your toys.
Yeah, but I don't think kids are that smart, like to really like, you know, be efficient with the stuff. I feel like it's like, oh, if I really like this thing and this thing is $280, like I'm just circling that.
Yeah, but
like,
you go through it with your kid. You kind of like coach them. Like, okay, if you buy this one.
Yeah, but doesn't that ruin the Christmas magic? Because then that means that Santa's not making it and that someone's buying it.
You make it festive. You be like, oh my God, you have 300 Santa points. All the things that have the little S with the line is how much Santa points it costs. You could make...
My mother would have ate that up. She was so good with making Santa real for me.
I be doing this. Even when I like deliver like packages as a truck driver, I go in full geesh. You will see me in a suit. I don't have one right now, but yeah, they will see those little kids be like, and I'll be like, close the blind.
Oh, okay. I remember when I was a kid, though, I used to write on my Santa list, and I used to put prices next to it because I still felt like Santa had to buy like supplies for the toys.
Like put it together.
So I used to look it up on like all the sites and stuff, and then that's another thing. I didn't know till I got older that people would make like Santa Claus lists, and some people like only put one gift on the list, or they put like 5 or 6. My thing, I used to number it, and I was down to like 35. And I didn't know that was a thing that like kids didn't put that many. And I used to give it to my mom and be like, here, mail it off. And she would give me a different address every year. And it's not because like her excuse to me was, it's a different address because Santa sends us a different, to all the parents, he sends a different address to everyone to make sure that his address stays secret and that only the parents know or whatever. And it was just because she forgot every year what address she gave me the year before. And it like one year was like whatever, Candy Cane Lane or Polar Bear Park or all this stuff. She made, you don't know how old I was when I stopped believing in Santa? I was almost in high school. I was almost 13.
Damn.
Yep.
She had you out here like, Santa's real, and they're like...
I was going to show and tells in middle school.
Oh, shoot.
Bringing in the kits that Santa would send me. Like, Santa was sending me shit in July just to, like, check in on me. He would send me reindeer food, which was really just granola in a tin can. He would send me fake snow. He would send me a box, and it would have writing on it. It'd be like, oh, an elf painted this for you. Or whatever.
That's so cute.
I would get letters, and, like, Santa was bringing up, like, this girl that I wasn't really, like, cool with in elementary school. He'd be like, oh, like, be nice to her. Like, I know that you've been mean to her. And I'm like, how the fuck does he know? He knows her name.
And we're like, you nosy.
Yo, he sent me cards like telling me to not let my dog eat the cookies before he gets there. I was like, what the, like, this is like, he's real.
Like, he's really.
And my mom, she put in so much work to make this man real for me. It was insane. I remember when I was little, she used to take my dad's Timberland boots, put it in dirt, and then put it all throughout the apartment to show that like Santa came in or whatever.
He was out here, yeah.
Like, or like, in the middle of the night, we had, you know, like the same cart that every Hispanic has, that red cart. So they would like shake in the middle of the night because that's like Santa getting through the hallway to get. I was like, this is crazy. And like looking back, I was like, wow, he's not real. And these are all the things that she did to make him real. Like I appreciate it, but at the same time, I was like, yo, like you betrayed me. And the only reason I found out was because I made drawings for Santa one year, and I asked her to mail it in with my letter. And then one day my mom was cleaning out like her dresser, and at the bottom of the dresser when I took out all the clothes were all my drawings. And I just stood quiet about it, and I didn't say anything to anyone, and I just let everyone think like Santa phased out of my life. But I would have been believing in Santa well into high school if it wasn't for that moment.
Damn,
So.
that's like the shattered glass effect. So like you like everything played like that Marvel highlight reel, right? And you're like, oh my God, so this was all fake.
Yep.
But okay, so your mom kept the magic of Christmas alive. Would you do this for your kids?
100%. Yeah.
Would you let them go as long as you did?
No.
Okay, so when is your stop point? You were like, all right, let's talk about a little bit of reality so that you're not getting bullied.
So my mom's actual stop point for me was 10. She used to tell me, she was like that, Santa only gets you gifts until you're 10 because at 10 years old, that's when you like lose your innocence. That you're no longer an innocent kid anymore. And that's what she said to also like put herself at peace for just in case that was the age that I stopped believing. But when she saw I kept believing, she was like, fuck it. Another year, let's do it. So for me, I think it's when, I want to say 2 years after the first doubt seeps in.
Okay.
So I think like, you know, for as long as my kid's all in for it, but it definitely stops before high school. And maybe, okay, you know what? Definitely stops before 8th grade. 13. Yeah, 13 is 8th grade. Cutting it there. At that point, like, if you still believe, it's like, all right, listen, like,
that's valid.
that's when kids, you know, start kissing and all this stuff. And it's like,
Oh, shit.
I don't want you looking that pathetic.
Santa does not get gifts to people who kiss.
Yeah,
he don't play like that.
Yeah, so I think that's when I would cut it out. And especially like with Elf on the Shelf. I didn't have Elf on the Shelf, but my little brother had Elf on the Shelf. And we was doing Elf on the Shelf hard.
So I feel like Elf on the Shelf brought back like the kid humor in adults because they would really do their big one. Like, what are you, like, as a 37-year-old woman, why are you spraying, like, plastering Nutella across your wall saying that an elf shitted all over your house?
Yep.
Like, they get that joy. And I feel like that's what's fun about the holiday season. Like, you get to be a kid in a world where you're forced to be an adult.
Yep.
Like, I'm forced to be a man, but in my spirit, I'm just a girl, you know? So it's cool. Like, you bring that back with stuff like Elf on the Shelf and like holiday spirit.
Like for my little brother, one year he was away on vacation for Christmas time, and my mom was like, okay, listen, the elf is gonna throw a party while he's gone. You're the elf. So I had to blow up balloons, I set up streamers, and I messed up his room. So when he came back, the elf was there, and he was like, I think, because as my brother got older, like the elf started doing more and more wild things. So like the year that I had to make the party, like nothing crazy happened. He actually had a cast on because the elf fell at some point.
Oh, dang.
So my mom bought like a cast and stuff to put on the elf. But towards the end, like the elf started like bringing strippers to the house. Like she would set up the elf and Barbies and money or whatever, and it would, cause like
damn.
nah, like we're very honest, real, you know, whatever household. Like we know that my brother sees stuff in movies, sees stuff on TV, like he knows what's up. And so like our theory was that the elf kind of grew up with him. So anything that Jacob knew, the elf also knew. Okay, so like one time, like what was it? Like he had like something happened. The elf had a bunch of like water guns one year, and there was just a whole bunch of stuff. But the big shebang at the end, I think that was the last Elf on the Shelf placement, was the strippers and the money. I think it might have even, I'm trying to think, he had something else. There was like another prop that was really funny, but I hope it comes to me. But yeah, his elf is wild.
That elf is wild. I want to meet that elf. Yeah. Sounds like a good time.
No, and then like, I think my aunt bought like, cause there's several elves. Sometimes like, because the main one is Buddy, and then Buddy had a friend. So then now we had to set up 2 elves. Oh, and then like my mom, she has a place in Pennsylvania. So like when they go to Pennsylvania, there's an elf over there too. So it's like, there's always an elf. And then on years that like I couldn't do like the crazy stuff with the elf back at home and they used to go away, the elf used to come on the plane. But the whole thing is that the kid can't touch the elf, because that's how you keep it, so that, you know, you can always hide the elf and that the elf never gets misplaced. So like one time my mom placed it on my brother's airplane seat, and my brother was like, like how he got here,
Buddy, what the hell?
Yeah.
You got a passport?
And then my brother's supposed to sit down. He's like, I can't sit down. Like, So then, so I don't know what my mom did, but I guess like maybe she had my brother look somewhere else, and then she took the elf real quick and had him sit down. But like that's one thing, like that kind of innocence. Like I remember she was telling me the story because like you say goodbye to Buddy on Christmas. And you're not, like I said, you're not allowed to touch the elf, but you're allowed to touch the elf on the very last day. That was the rule that we made up. That's one thing I like, that all the parents get to make up their own rules, and like all the kids, that's just...
Get a little joy from it.
Yeah. So I remember my mom telling my brother, like, okay, like, this is the last day, so you can hug him on this day. And I remember her telling me, like, I get so like teary-eyed and shit about that because it's so sweet.
Mm-hmm.
And like he hugged the elf, and he was okay. Like, I'll see you next year. And I was like, oh my god,
You're like, be good, buddy.
Yeah.
No more Barbie strippers.
Yeah. By the end, I think he was just like, all right, see ya. I'm like,
He's
but
just like, buddy.
when he was little, like my mom uses that as a threat in the summer. Like, be careful, Santa's watching. Don't do no dumb shit. Like that kept him in check for too many years.
Oh, but that's so fun.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so when do you feel like you notice the other side of the holidays? So like, you know how you experienced Christmas as a kid?
Mm-hmm.
When did you start realizing like, oh my God, this is actually what it's like for adults? Like, as far as like, you know, decorating,
Yeah.
hosting.
It had to be my first year doing Christmas by myself, like in my own apartment. Because it's like the Christmas magic is what your parents make it. Like my mom used to wrap the walls in wrapping paper, and my grandma used to hate it. But my mom was like, my daughter's having Christmas the way that I want her to have Christmas. Like my mom is huge when it comes to my whole this, you know, like all the Christmas
Yeah, the
stuff.
festivities.
Yeah, because I remember my first Christmas, I was like hell bent on getting a tree. I was like, I need a tree, and I need the biggest tree, because when I was a kid, my dad used to get like, you know, the 6-foot tree, and it was my job to decorate it all, you know, asymmetrical with all the fucking ornaments like in one section. So if I was like 3 feet, they were all in that 3-foot section, you know. So So when I got my own place, I was like, I'm getting the tree. I put all the snowflake stickers on my window. I had all like the twinkly lights on my windowsills. I had like, you know, I think Christmas is the best when it's tacky. I don't know what it is. Like I love like, you know, all those stuff that you get like at the dollar store, like the little snowmen and like the little cheap little...
The snow blanket.
Yeah.
No, trust. There's definitely a nativity scene in my living room.
Yeah. I don't know. I love that kind of stuff. I don't feel like Christmas should be bougie. Christmas is like, I want to do all the corny, like the popcorn... What the hell is that thing called? Yeah, like I want to do all that kind of
with
stuff.
the needle.
Yeah.
OMG.
I've never done that. And to me,
Me
like,
either. I
I'm
feel like I
tired of
would
people
eat
on
it.
some like, that's some white people shit. No, it's just Christmas. Just do the Christmas thing.
Spirit is something you actively maintain.
Yeah. Like.
Okay. So are you a real tree person, fake tree person, or does it depend?
It depends on where my mental state is for that year. Because I feel like if stuff is smooth sailing and I'm like, life is good, real tree. Because like when the little leaves fall or whatever, I don't mind sweeping it because I'm happy, life is good or whatever. And then another thing is like the branches keep falling.
Mm-hmm.
Like, you know, you have it for the first week and it's like, oh my God, it looks so nice. And then you're like sitting there the next week and you're
you
like,
look decrepit.
I didn't place anything where I see it right now. And then you're like rearranging the stuff and it just starts looking worse and worse. So I guess it also depends how long I have it up. If I have it up for less time, I'll get a real tree.
Okay.
If I want it up for a while, I'll get the fake one. But my thing is, if I get a fake tree, I want to get the ones that like that are bougie looking. That is just like, I don't know, like super coordinated decorations. Like the color of the tree is not going to be green. It's going to be some, you know, out there color like pink or something. Like I want like a
novelty one?
Yeah, just like a nice thing.
Okay.
Or like eventually I want to get like a big place where I can have several trees. You know, some people having like 5 trees.
3 trees,
yeah.
1 room. Okay. Definitely not doing that. That's a lot of work. But I did, because I used to be the person, like I would get like a cheap, okay tree and throw it out at like the end of the month.
Yeah.
And my mom was like, can you stop wasting money? Like she kept my ornaments from last year. She's like, oh, I'll just put it in the storage. And then I went, and the theme this year is like Western. I have like green, orange, yeah, like just random like fire truck colors of ornaments. And I was like, Mom, you can literally keep all of this. The only thing I kept was like the twinkle lights, because those are cute.
Yeah.
But now I think I got a tree this year that has like fake snow on it. the fake snow is falling, but it's way better than those leaves coming off the trees.
Yeah.
Because the real one, like you said, you keep it for like a week or two. Oh, gorgeous. But like at week 3, she's like, help. My tree was like, you know, the Grinch one that's like,
Yeah.
it looked like that. And it was perfectly like straight and she was fluffy. You could put all the protein and everything in the water. Doesn't help.
Yeah.
She dies.
The best thing though about it is the smell. I love the smell when you come home and it just smells like straight pine tree. Is it a pine tree? It's a pine tree, right?
One thing is different types of trees, but like this, like a tree smell, right?
Yeah.
Beats me.
That's not a pine tree. A pine tree makes pine cones, right? You know what? It's a green tree. It's an evergreen tree.
I'm not a scientist. Not chill. But yeah, no, real trees, they're cool. I feel like they just belong in the wild. Like they don't die out there. But
yeah.
I don't know.
Or one thing I want to try that I feel like would be cool is like cutting my own tree. Like finding one out in the wild and just chopping it myself.
Yeah, there's places that do that and then they let you keep the puck. Like they cut it. You know how like you cut it however, like you can do a disastrous job. Then they fix it with you with actual salt. They let you keep the little puck. And they're like, oh look, this is how it smells.
Oh.
And some places, I think it's more on like those like vineyard, like tree lot areas. They like can engrave it or something or like brand it for you.
Oh, that's cute. I would love that.
I feel like that's like a good couple date. Like, oh, our first tree together and like
and then
preserve
you throw it out when it
keep
ends.
the puck.
I want to keep it if the relationship ended.
Oh shit, I don't know, baby. I'm throwing that puck at you for get out.
Oh my God, wait, I was going to say something. Oh, I was going to say, I remember for my first Christmas on my own, because I always dealt with that thing where, I don't know, I feel like this is going to sound so wasteful, but it makes sense to me to like get a tree and then throw it out at the end, even if it's a fake tree, and like also throwing out the ornaments, because it's like, I feel like part of it is just being in New York where it's like, I don't have storage space. So I'll just buy the decorations next year. They're not that expensive, whatever. But when I moved to my apartment, the first thing I did, there's this shop in Little Italy where it's Christmas year round. Have you ever been? It's like, they got, I think, I could be wrong, but I think a majority of their ornaments are handmade, and like they paint them and stuff. And like I have ones for like me and Petey. And it'll be like Erica and Piragua's Christmas 2023, 2024. Or they have ones that are like picture frames. And they have like a bunch like that are New York themed. And that's like my favorite thing. I have like the one that's an apple. I have ones that
like
are
Statue of Liberty.
Yeah. I have like ones of the Rockettes, or one that says like
fire.
NYC on a garden. Like I have like a nice collection. And I feel like I remember when I got those, I got them like in August of that year, because I just want to get them early. And I remember being like, okay, like I'm starting something. Like this is the story that my grandkids and great grandkids or whatever are gonna tell, and be like, we've had these, yeah. And I'm just like, like that's cool, because I feel like I don't come from a family that like holds traditions really close, at least for the holidays. I'm just like, yeah, there's stuff that the family does because we just do that, like, but I don't think we have anything that's like
concrete. They're like, all right, this is Bible.
Yeah, that we're
like,
sticking to it for the sake of the Christmas spirit or whatever. So.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna ask. I'm like, is there any traditions? All right, is there any ones that you hope to create since you didn't have any, or like something that you created yourself already that you're like, all right, this I'm passing down. Like I like this theme, or this tradition.
Something that I want to always be a big deal is putting the star on the tree.
Okay.
Because I only remember one year where I remember my dad got this ridiculous star for the tree. It was so heavy, and it was like this battery operated, like it twinkled and everything. But I'm like, this doesn't belong on a real tree. Like the way that this, I don't know, it was super bulky, and it was like a 3D star. It looked like it was like the New Year's Eve ball. Like it was huge. But I remember it being a big deal when we put it up. Mainly because I think like my grandma was probably bitching and being like, why the fuck would you get that star? Blah, blah, blah. But I don't know, like at least in, however old I was at that time, like looking back, I just remember that as just being a big deal. Like there was just all this attention on the star. And obviously I ignored whatever negative stuff was going on. I was just like, yay, we're putting the star up. Like that's just how I felt. So I feel like when I get older, I want one of the big things. It's like, okay guys, like we're all decorating, but like make sure we're all here for when we put the star. Like I want it to feel like the Rockefeller tree. Like we put the star on and then we put the lights on. Everyone's like,
plug her in.
Amazing. This is beautiful. So yeah, that, and just like all like the stuff that people say are corny, like a day that's like completely Christmas, like gingerbread houses, baking cookies, doing the popcorn garlands.
Calendar type of thing.
Yeah, like all the crafts and stuff. I want that. Like I think that's all the stuff that's in the movies, honestly. Like it's just like people act like that's not doable because I don't even know why. People just don't do it.
There's so many factors, probably like budget. The desire is also, I feel like, the biggest one.
Yeah.
I'm somebody, I love Christmas. I love holiday. Like my tree is up right now and I cannot front. I feel like that is the best ambient lighting ever.
Yes.
The Christmas tree light and then with the
Oh
little
my God.
twinkles.
Yes.
I just be like, oh my God, it feels like happiness and hope.
And there's something really peaceful about it because I always remember when I was a kid, like, because we always kept the Christmas tree lights on. So even like at night when everybody went to bed and all the lights were off, the Christmas tree always stood on. So I remember one time I like snuck out of my room and I had milk and cookies. I was like, and that's another thing. I don't know, because I feel like a lot of people do this, but like we always rearranged our living room every Christmas for the tree. Like we had to, we had two couches that were like in an L formation, and then we put it so that they were in front of each other. So like home always felt a lot more cozy around Christmas because we were always facing each other. So it was like,
That's
cute.
cute.
The TV on one side and the couches facing one another, and then like the tree, in the corner, but it was big enough that like we couldn't have the other couch making the L. So like it always felt more family. Like, and me and my aunt used to always say like, can we keep the couches? Like we didn't know how to explain it back then, but we were like, something just feels better having it like this. But little did we know, it's just, bitch, we just wanted family and community. Like, damn.
Right, sit next to me. You don't have to sit on the couch.
Meanwhile, my grandma was like, no, put it back the way it was. And we were just like, okay, whatever.
Grandmas are so like tough. Like they always give like that energy, like they hate everything that's going on, but like low key, they're the ones that are like twinkling their little toes and
It depends. Mine is like bipolar. Oh wait, to finish it off from before, I snuck out my room one time and I leaned against one of the couches and I had my milk and cookies and it was just me in the dark and it was just really nice. It was just like a random core memory I have. Yeah. It was because it was also the warm lights. It wasn't super colorful. It was just like the warm twinkle ones. And I was just like, oh, this is nice. And I always think back to that moment like pretty frequently around this time of the year. But back to my grandmother. My grandma's always bipolar. Like she was on like, there'd be some years where she was like, oh my God, like let's be festive, blah, blah, blah. And then we went through a few, like 3 years where like a bunch of significant deaths happened and she canceled Christmas.
Oh.
Yeah. Like it was just like, she had said something that like kind of fucked with all of us where she said, everyone I love is dead, so why would I celebrate Christmas? And we were like, all right, like your daughters are alive,
I would be like,
your
hey,
grandkids
grandma,
are alive.
Love you down, sister.
Yeah. So like I have a weird relationship with grandmothers and holidays. So
okay, I'm sorry.
Shit happens.
Yeah, I mean, but like, cause like, low key, like if I was in her shoes and it was like, okay, like if my favorite cousin or like that one that you really bang with was not there, it's kind of like, but like also, dang, celebrate with your family.
Yeah.
No, I get that.
Yeah.
But this kind of reminds me of like my very first Christmas in my own apartment. Cause like I moved out when I was 20 and I had a roommate at first. But when I got my first solo apartment, it was a studio. And I was like, I want a tree, I want decorations, but like, I can see my toilet from my bedroom. So like there's not really much space,
Yeah.
So I got this skinny pencil tree and it was really tall, 7.5 feet, but it was super skinny. Like Ozempic did not know her.
Uh-huh.
She didn't need to, But I was decorated really nice and like I put on music, like Christmas music. And this is back when I used to like to smoke. So like I was zooted and a Papa John's was across the street. I got the brownie thingy, like the cake, cookie, whatever, a pizza, and then I had like a glass of wine. So I was like in a triangle, standing by the tree, eating the cookie, eating pizza, and drinking wine. And I was just there by myself, listening to music, TV off, there's just the ambient lighting. And I was like, oh my God, this is what it's like to be an adult. And I was high out of my mind. I was looking at the lights and I'm like, it looks like the lights are dancing. Dude, I was like, I'm Santa. Like, I really was having a time. And I went to bed, belly out, just gone. And that was just, like, something I remember all the time. Because I was like, this is my first ever, like, Christmas by myself as an adult. And I was like, oh, this is fun. I was like, I can't wait to try this next year and see what it's like.
I feel like the holidays always mark, like, I'm an adult
it's
moment.
Always like a milestone checkpoint. Like, okay, this is where I'm at as an adult right now. And I feel like that's what's conducive of what the holidays are for you. Because like you said, if you're on the upswing, like, baby, if I'm going to the gym every day at 6 a.m., of course I'm getting a real tree. Because at 6:05, I'll water her and then I'll go to the gym. Like, if you're like, oh my God, I missed the gym 3 times this week, that plastic tree is up and it's stuck.
Yep.
Like,
100%. Okay, so now we're getting into gifts, but like as a kid. So when did you open gifts as a kid? Were you like a midnight family, first thing in the morning?
My family literally, I feel like they like to torture us because there was like, we would see all the boxes. Like I would go to my aunt's house when we would celebrate there and I would look for envelopes in the tree that said my name. I would look for the boxes that said mine. Me and my cousin Destiny would like look at the tree, and sometimes we would try to like, all right, yo, separate your stuff, so that as soon as we start passing shit out, like you get all your stuff. Like we want everything super fast, but they would not let us do it until like 12:01.
Oh.
Like it'll be December 24th. We're all tired, hungry. People are leaving, and we're like, "Can we open?" They're like, "No, it's not Christmas." I'm like, "Yes, it is, girl. Like it's been here since like the 4th. Like let me just open the box."
Yeah.
But they were like 12:01 a.m. 25th. Were like that was my family.
Yeah.
Some years, like my mom would be like, "Oh my god, fine." She'd be like, "You can open one present now," and I would really be like, "How about you?"
Well, as a kid, I was opening everything like first thing in the morning. So I'm like, I never checked the time, but I'm pretty sure I was waking up like damn near 6 a.m. on those mornings. But yeah, it was just always hard for me to fall asleep. That was my biggest thing. I used to, they had a Santa tracker. Like if you go like santatracker.com or something, like it shows you where Santa's at. And I remember I used to, when I tell you like, I did have to work for my mom when it came to believing in Santa, because I used to make up stuff because people would say like, oh, how does Santa make it around the world? Blah, blah, all in one night. And I'm like, you never heard of time zones? I'm like, technically the day stretches out. I was like, he got time. Like, trust me, it's fine. So like that helped me with my logic or whatever. But then the Santa tracker, I was like, okay, look, I could check in real time. So I used to fall asleep with the Santa tracker on the desktop, and I would just kind of like doze off while looking at it. And then I wake up and it's Christmas. So yeah, that was that. The thing I hated though Christmas morning is like, especially because I got like toys, like all the fucking zip ties.
Bro,
That was
the twist
worst.
ones, right?
Yeah, the twist ones and the actual like the ones with the
you had
hole
to
that
cut?
yeah.
Fuck that.
I absolutely hated that, and no.
I just
that
got
was never
used to
fun for
grabbing
me.
the ankles of the wrestlers and just
Oh my
taking them.
god.
One time, my favorite wrestler was Undertaker, and I remember, we didn't have a lot of money growing up, but sometimes we did get like really good gifts. I was gagging when I got the Undertaker that had like the flexible joints. So like, he had kneecaps, he had elbows.
Yeah.
Like some of them were just like, but the other ones had like full mobility. Some of them had hands, like fingers. I got the Undertaker. I'm like, oh my God, let's say his hair is about to move. Like he was fully flexible, and I would just have him do like a split. I was dumb hype, but I was taking it out and I was so hype, and I pulled it, like I said, and his freaking ankle broke. It was just like, my boy became an amputee before he even got to see his first match.
What was the best toy you ever received as a kid? That like you remember unwrapping it and you were like, oh my fucking god, this is amazing.
Yeah, so the year the Nintendo Wii came out. Dude, okay, so having like a sibling that you have to share everything with all the time is definitely like horrible, and don't ever do that to your kids. But like this was like, he got it before, like my dad got it before it came out, and he was telling me like the story, like he went to Connecticut, and I was like, Connecticut just sounds far. I don't know where that is.
Yeah.
We're in Brooklyn. But he got us the Wii and an extra controller, and then the next day he like picked us up and he let us each get a game. I forgot what game my brother got, but I remember I got My Sims Kingdom. But like we got the Wii, and it had Wii Sports, the bowling and all that stuff. And I just remember like, I was like, oh my God, like, are we even poor? Like, this is like that stuff. And then we went to my aunt's house, and they were like, oh my God, y'all got a Wii too? What is happening? And I remember I was like, Mom, you know what? I don't need anything else for Christmas. I just need AA batteries so that the Wii remote never dies. Or like the rechargeable batteries from Radio Shack. Like, that was the year where I was like, damn.
Yeah.
Like, a bitch can't tell me nothing. I'm about to walk around with the nunchuck as a chain. Like, you're not telling me shit.
Yo, the amount of time. So me and my aunt, we used to play the Wii a lot. The amount of times that, like, I had a lot of dancing games. So the times that I would like have to spin or whatever, and I would let go of the nunchuck by mistake and just whip her in the face.
Dang.
I have so many memories. I feel so bad, but that was just random.
How about you? What was your gift?
I don't know. I feel like I only know the one thing that I wanted every year for a really long time, and that I finally got maybe after like my 7th year of asking for it, was a pogo stick.
Pogo stick?
Yes, a pogo stick was
Okay.
like the gift for me. I don't know. I was just hell bent on a pogo stick, and no one wanted to get it for me because it's just dangerous. And also like pogo sticks haven't been a thing. Like for as long as I've been alive, I don't think they've been a thing where kids are like, oh my God, look, I got a pogo stick. I feel like that was just something you saw on TV that was just kind of like Okay, like just
But
kids
did you get
playing.
a helmet or no helmet?
No helmet. I
Okay.
never.
Yeah, that's exactly why I wouldn't get a pogo stick for
Yeah.
my child.
Okay. Well, that was up to them to get me a helmet. I was a
And then
kid.
it was giving. Where were you playing with that?
So my dad had like a small backyard in Bushwick. So that's the only place I was allowed to do it. I couldn't go to the park with it because they were like, somebody's going to take it from you or you're going to like, let somebody else play with it and they're going to steal it.
They're going to steal it.
So
Yeah.
I was like, okay. So then it stood there and it's still rusting. My dad moved out of that place already. So I'm sure it's still rusting in the backyard and it's just all orange now. But it was called a moon stick. It was so good. Oh, you know what? Moon sand. Moon sand was the shit
The
for me.
kinetic sand?
Yes.
Oh.
That was a thing for me. Oh, that's another gift I really wanted. I don't know why I wanted it because it was a ball that turned into a frisbee, but it's because it just had like two suction cups in the middle. Yeah. As soon as I realized that like it's just two suction things, it ruined the whole whatever for me.
Like this ain't nothing, right?
Yeah. But yeah, I had very basic like, oh my God, gifts, I think.
No, Toys R Us and me were locked in. I would look at those magazines like, yeah, I want that dinosaur. He makes a noise if you press his tail.
One time I asked for a dinosaur that spits in your face. Or I think it was like the iguana, the one that like the things came out and it was like, wah! And then that I got.
That's tough.
That was a good time for me.
You remember Cube World? Did you ever have that toy?
Cube World. I don't think so.
It was like a little cube that had like a stick figure in it. It was kind of like an RPG style. Like he would just kind of walk around in there like by himself. I remember I got
like the furniture was real, but the person was digital.
Yeah, or it would have like a different background or like a scenario.
Okay.
Like you have like a little bus stop one, somebody in their house, and if you would get more, they had like little magnetic
like connect.
things.
Yes.
Yeah. And then they had the big one. I was like, I want that big one.
Did you ever get it?
No, I had like the 3 small ones, but then I met people that had ones, and we would like have our little people play together, and it had like gravity sensitivity, so you would go like this, and they would like fall off the screen. Yeah. It was just so far, and the commercials was really got me because when they got the big one, they had like a fire escape. I was like, oh shit, that's the club. Like they're about to go have a time. But I remember that, and I was like, I wanted a bunch of those. Like I wanted to just collect them. I've been seeing them on eBay, and I'm really fighting the urge to buy one now.
That's how I feel every time I like rediscover my Nintendo DS. Like I feel like every time I find it again, I'm like, okay, I'm gonna play. I'm gonna finish my games. I'm gonna play for like 2 months or something, and then I'll fall off. Like, and I was thinking about it too. I feel like that's why like our attention spans are so small now because I feel like you had a reason to get off like a Nintendo DS. Like I feel like you can't get like brain rotted into like playing the DS for like 24 hours straight. I don't know. Maybe that's just me because I feel like every time I rediscover it,
I was locked in.
See, I feel like it's easy for me to put it away. I had the case that it was like a double-sided case that the DS went on one side and all the games went on another, and I thought it was so cool. It was like this big black blocky thing, and I was just like, yeah, me and my big ass DS.
Yeah, I had the DS. My brother had a PSP. Like that's the kind of children we were. He was more of like the guy.
Yeah.
Like he had Madden. He got the God of War PSP. And I just got my Sims on the DS. And then I got the little crimson black one.
I remember on the PSP I had Asphalt. It was like this racing game. And I had Family Guy. And then I had something else. I remember like, and I feel like the PSP was like such like a quiet launch of a thing. Because I remember my dad like came home one day and he was just like, look what I got for you. And I had no idea what the heck this was. I was like, because you play games on it. And like in the moment, I thought that this was just like some random device. Like I didn't think that this was like a popular, like I didn't think it was PlayStation. I was like, oh, like this thing I could play games. I used to bring it on the train and play with it. And I was just like, I guess this is cool. But I didn't realize how
cool it actually was.
Yeah, until later. And I was like, wait.
Like, damn, he put me on.
That was cool.
Not him being in the know. Yeah. I like that you could also play movies on it. Like I remember the movie that it came with, because it came with a game and a movie. I think the movie it came with was Superbad.
Really? That's a crazy launch, like a add-on thing.
Like I feel like
we got U2 on iPhones and you get Superbad.
Yeah. But like the way technology has evolved, this is kind of like, damn, I remember being a kid and like those little pixelated screens was like, yo, this is like futuristic stuff. Oh, when the 3DS came out, forget about it.
Yep.
I would be like, I'll put it in the 3D mode and I'll be like looking on the side to be like, is there somebody back there?
I'm just like, why would somebody, like, the headaches that I feel like I would get as an adult with it on 3D mode, I'm like, why would we do that to ourselves?
Yeah, anytime you turn it to the side, you see like that warp. That's why I don't see 3D movies. I feel like it's still happening.
Really? I remember when we used to watch 3D movies and I used to take off the glasses and like do the thing.
Remember it was like the 2 colors. It was like red and blue. And now it's just like that dark gray.
Yeah, I feel like the red and blue was cool. If they made 3D glasses but with a red and blue lens, I feel like That'd be cool.
Yeah, bring it back. Bring it back.
I don't know. Everything was cooler. Like pre-2010.
I agree.
But whatever. Okay. What else do we have in here? Oh, when and how did you find out Santa wasn't real?
You know, I don't remember like a specific time when I didn't think Santa was just like a person. Because I remember like I used to go to church school, so they kind of tell you like the story about Saint Nicholas and like who Santa is.
Yeah.
And then you see the fantasy stuff from like commercials. I also didn't grow up with cable, so like I saw regular shows, but there was some that had like Santa, and it was always like the dad of the house dressing as Santa. So I don't think I ever believed Santa was real, low key.
Oh, damn. You know,
I loved Christmas, so I was just kind of like, oh my God.
yeah. You know, I have a theory about like television and Santa. I think I don't know how true this is, but I feel like there's maybe an unwritten rule that you're not allowed to say that Santa isn't real on television. Because every time you watch a Santa special, if you like pay attention to them, none of them ever say Santa isn't real. It's always someone dresses up as Santa, and usually at the end, it's like somebody sees like Santa
Like
pass
a
by
nod.
in the sky.
I was gonna say, right?
Yeah.
You hear like tumbling on the roof, or like you see a little sleigh and like that little cap too of like the window.
Yeah, I've always thought that that's like a really sweet thing, because I'm just like, if we care about anything, at least we care about like the kids' innocence, because they could flip on any channel or whatever, and if they see Santa, like to find out that way, that's beyond fucked up.
Right? It's like just
And then seeing all these characters be like, yeah, he's not real, that would screw me up.
that would sue. I feel like somebody would try to sue.
That's
like, oh my God,
sue-worthy.
you ruined my kid's innocence. Now
Yeah.
he's depressed.
So what's the worst gift you've ever gotten?
Yo. And I feel like I hope she never sees this. So my aunt, and this is also too like me and my aunt weren't super close, or like I don't know, like you get the real fire stuff for your kids, your grandkids, and then like the cousins and stuff. You're like, like we're related, but
Yeah.
we're not that close. There was this big Shoppers World store in like nearby where we all lived, because we were all like blocks from each other, and I had seen this hat and scarf set, and I was like, yo, that shit is chopped. I was like, yo, that's so ugly. And maybe I spoke really bad about it to the point where like they were like, oh, you're gonna see the other side of this. So we're opening stuff on Christmas, and I get this like papery bag. So I open it, and it's like not the same one, but it's like the other style of that hat and scarf. And I was like, yo, this shit is dumb ugly. And not only was it just ugly, you spent $6 on my Christmas gift. You know how I know?
The tag is
seeing
still
it, bro, the tag, and it had like, it was like $7.99, and they like slashed $1. So not only was it cheap, it was discounted on top of it being cheap. And she was like, we kind of looked at each other. I was like, huh, you got my other cousin Pac-Man for Xbox, and I got a hat and a scarf. And she kind of was just giving like, times are tough. And I was like, yeah.
Oh my God.
So that was, I will never forget that gift, because when I tell you that shit went into the trash at her house.
Oh my God.
I don't hide emotion when it comes to like, if I don't like a gift, or like say somebody tells you like, you tell somebody what you want, you can give me a budget and I'll find something in that budget to like appease. Do not get creative. I'm not gonna like it. I'm very like real specific when it comes to the things that I want. Like if you want to see something stay in the box for the entirety of its life, give me something I don't want.
Damn.
I'll be like, is there a gift receipt in here?
Stop. See, for me, that was, I forget what year it was. It was like 2014 and 2015 when everybody and their mother was getting me the Sweet Pea body wash from Bath and Body Works. That was the fucking worst. I was just like, because I didn't even like the smell like that. Like it was just a very basic high schooler
Just for a
smell.
girl, yeah.
I was just like, okay, like I get it was the most popular selling Bath and Body Works scent, but I was like, I hate this. I don't like this. And everyone was getting me like the sets. It was like the body wash and the spray and the lotion. I was just like, ugh. So that I used to just give it away to girls at school. I used to be like, hey, you want this? Or that was the one time I ever regifted. Because they would come in really nice like gift boxes and stuff. So every time I got one, I was like sending it off to someone else. Because I was just like,
Like, oh, this is so cute. It has a bow. Here.
Yep. Because it's so easy to regift that. That's the only time I regift. If you give me something that like, because like I don't have to touch it at all. Like it's not used, it's not tested, none of that. It's really just like a gift box and I just already know I'm not gonna like it. I don't think it's an issue to regift it. Like you can't be mad that I didn't pay for it because it still has value. Like and it's still I think it's an issue to regift a cheap gift because that's just tacky on tacky. I don't like that. But if you regift something of value, I don't think that's an issue. It's just more so like I didn't enjoy this, but I thought of you because I thought you would like this.
I was like, you know who would enjoy this soap? You.
Yeah.
So not only did the thought count, I thought about giving you this gift. So you got two things. Me thinking
Yeah.
about you and this gift.
I don't think that that's.
I don't think so. I think regifting is like, if it's intentional and you're like, okay, this doesn't have a home here, but I find a home for it and I know the person's gonna enjoy it, then it's fine.
Or
But
if
also,
I
would
would
you
have
tell
bought
them-
it.
Would you tell them that you regifted it?
No, that's another qualification. Like there has to be no evidence. Like no one else can know
Right, can't be the
that
same
this
friend
wasn't
group. Yeah.
originally for you. Like no.
See, I'm not doing that work. It's going in the trash. I can't do that. It has to go 2 groups over. They can't know each other. Nah.
I feel like I keep my friends separate enough that no one would know.
Yeah?
Yeah. This is your question.
Ooh.
And I don't want to repeat it. Do you remember what it was based on my
think
reaction?
So. Okay, y'all. So, and this is a question, the phrase is symbolic. It works for both relationships. Is coochie a gift? Is the question I think that she was about to get to. Am I right?
Yes.
Is coochie a gift?
It depends. I feel like it's very situational, but I think it is if the guy's been acting up for a hot minute and they finally
Okay.
like cleaned it up, because that's when it becomes a gift. Because it's like if you're getting it regularly, like it's not a gift. I don't think it is. But if you've been like depriving the guy because like
Piss
he
you
messed
off.
up or something, and it's like it'll take a minute or whatever, and you like save it for Christmas, it's like, hey, put a bow on it. It's a gift. That's how I feel.
Cap.
What do you mean?
Okay, I'm gonna share a story because no, it's not a gift. It's not like at all. Like how you. Okay, so I remember this one time, right? And mind you, this is for any holiday, okay? Ain't no Happy Hanukkah, here's some coochie. Ain't no Merry Christmas, especially not Happy Birthday.
Well, yeah,
Bro.
no.
I remember one time I was dating somebody, right? And yeah, they were a bum. Bro, forgot it was my birthday. And then was like, oh, I'm just kidding. Come over. I got you something. And mind you, okay, yes, the thing they got me is something I do enjoy. It cost 50 cents. It was a pack of Swiss rolls. Like that was like my guilty pleasure snack. This motherfucker said, here's some Swiss rolls and some ass. Happy birthday. So now I'm like, okay, so you're disrespecting me. Mm-hmm. That's not a gift. That's horrible.
That situation was terrible.
Right. But then it's like, okay, it doesn't matter if it was my birthday for Merry Christmas. What? We did that 3 days ago. Twice.
Okay, but in my situation, in my hypothetical, it didn't happen 3 days ago. It happened for, a long time ago.
So now, no.
It
I don't
goes
think-
up in value the less it happens.
Okay, no.
Like,
Now it's giving like, oh, you want to hold... I don't want it no more, ew.
okay, but also like presentation matters because
So
like
it has to be fresh
yours,
and shaven.
Yeah, but I'm saying like yours was presented with just like some Swiss rolls. Like were there candles? Was the mood set up? You know what I mean? Like
It was giving lighter Swiss rolls, happy birthday.
See?
And then
see what if like
bust it open, bust it wide.
what if like there's a cake, like legit birthday cake that they made that's very nice. There's nice lights, there's some candle situations, maybe some nice music. And it's just everything's just well presented. It just feels like a nice romantic night setup. I'm just I'm not saying it's right. I just feel like in some situations, as like it doesn't have as much weight as like a gift, but it has the amount of weight of a trinket where there's still value.
What am I leaving with after that happens? The memory, oh my God, we smashed. That was great. Okay.
For
You know what's
some
so
people,
funny?
that's enough.
This is the exact feeling I had a couple of days ago. Not in her case where she's depriving the man, but like, no, it's not a gift. It can be like, okay, yeah, we're gonna smash right now because, happy birthday, baby. Like, do your big one. But tomorrow we're going to this place. Like it has, like you can give me that activity in the moment because it's midnight. What is there to do? But like that can't just be that.
So it's just like an
after
add-on.
Yeah, like a little,
So you've said you've stolen a Christmas gift before. I told you not to elaborate because I wanted to hear it on here.
Yeah. So
How?
And you know what? And I reviewed that situation once or twice after, and I'm like, okay, I didn't really steal a gift. I kind of stole a gift back. I don't know. I feel like there was a period in my life where I was kind of analyzing friendships or like, okay, let me see how much you actually care. And I got somebody this fire ass gift. I won't say who or what because they'll probably know. But I got them like a little cheap gift, like a cheap one. I was like, okay, this was like $8. I brought that gift for the exchange to see what I was getting. And what I got was trash. I was like, what the hell? It was like just like the shirt wasn't my size. It was ugly. I'm not somebody who wears like, I'm not wearing orange. I'm not wearing hot pink. I mean, sometimes, yeah. But generally it's like neutral tones, like white t-shirt, black pants, like uniform. The gift was so ass. And I had gotten this fire hoodie. Like they mentioned it and I was like, this is dope. Like I actually want it for myself. So I let them stay with the shitty gift and then I kept the gift that I got them for me. Cause why would you give me that horse shit of a gift? Like, wow. I was like, are we even friends?
See, you said before though that like reciprocation didn't matter to you, but does reciprocation of value matter to you then?
It depends. Like it's all situational, or I'm just a hypocrite. Who knows? But like it's like I said, it was like because I was in that period of like, okay, I'm analyzing where I am in people's lives. That I was a little bit more okay. Let me see where you throw the hook into the ocean and see what you catch.
Yeah.
So I kind of booby trapped them, but I'm like, well, I was right.
Yeah, you found out what you need to find out.
And I got that hoodie was fire, and I kept it for a long time.
You know what? That's valid. I don't see any issues there. I think that's fine. Yeah. Okay. Okay. Now we're talking about love in the holidays. I mean, I feel like we already got here, but now we're really getting into it. Do you think hard launches and soft launches are appropriate during the holidays?
No.
Same.
I feel like y'all don't want to have a special date or something like, oh my God, on New Year's he asked me to be his wife.
Yeah.
Okay, and then guess what? The next day Jesus was born. You thought your day was special? Like, how you dim your own light, girl?
Yeah. And even like the posting and stuff, like I don't know. I feel like it's too
convenient.
Not even I'm trying to find the word. It's like I feel like no matter what, everyone somehow ends up in love around the holidays. Like even if it's your situationship, all of a sudden like that's your man around the holidays, and then it'll fall off right after New Year's kind of thing. So I feel like it's just so
tacky.
Yeah, to like hard launch during Halloween, Christmas, Thanksgiving, New Year's, because it's just like, well, yeah, everybody else is in love anyways. Like just for what? I don't know. To me, it's just you wanted to find a reason and. You know what? I think that's what it is. I feel like you're looking for a reason to post this person, and then that was like your get out of jail free card kind of thing.
Convenient, yeah.
Okay, yeah, you're right. Yeah, it took me a hot minute to get there, but
see, I agree. I mean, I feel like it's just kind of corny because it's like, all right, this is a communal time, like especially like during Christmas, like everybody's celebrating like the union of everyone. But now you're like, oh my God, I asked Glinda if you want to be exclusive. And it's like, okay, yeah, it's cute. Or like, I'll say a pregnancy announcement is cute because it's like, girl, that's fine.
That's a gift to you.
An engagement, like a proposal is nice, but like I said, if it was me, I would want my own hard launch to be on a random date that's gonna be for me always. You know? Like I said, December 25th, that's somebody's whole ass birthday. Like that's baby Jesus right there. I don't care that you got a ring from Jared. Like my boy he just came into this earth, Yeah. But like if a random August, like okay, August 27th, that's your day. Like
and I feel
that's more important.
I'm really big on like just like logistics. For me, like I don't want, our date to be anywhere near the holidays because now I'm thinking of like that's an additional gift I have to buy. And I feel like I only think this way because my birthday is the day before Valentine's Day. So it's like I'm always, for whoever I'm with, it's always double the gifts every year. So I always think about it, I'm just like, I'm here talking like this, but me and my boyfriend's date's the beginning of November. So it's like right after Halloween. So I can't even say anything. But Halloween, you're not getting anybody gifts. And you're not for Thanksgiving either. So for me, like I'm okay with it. But even then I think about it, I'm like, fuck, okay, so it's anniversary, it's Christmas, and then my birthday and Valentine's is just like, it's a lot. So in a perfect world, I feel like the best dates would probably be like April to August.
Okay. So do you feel like, I don't know, for me, I think the date would have to be like significant in your relationship with that person. Like
Okay.
I would literally wait and be like, oh my God, like let me ask you to be my boyfriend like on the same day that we had our first date, like a year later. Like I feel like, okay, that gives you a time frame. Like, all right, we've been dating consistently for that whole year. I like you still.
See, but what about situations like me and my boyfriend? I knew him for 2 months before we made it official. Like, what dates do we have that are significant? It's just more of like, I like these numbers together.
True.
Like,
I mean, you know, that's like for me, like I would wait. So, okay, so do you feel like there's a certain time frame to like make it official?
nah, I don't
You
think
just
so.
one day you feel like, yo, we're locked in.
Yeah,
You're mine.
like that to me always feels right. It's just like, let's just call it what it is. Because I don't. One thing I've never liked with like relationships, it's like that weird period where it's like you're full on acting like you're together and you're just waiting on the guy to say something.
Ooh,
That shit
doesn't that hurt?
You
You're
just
like,
feel like a wet rag.
like the
you're
cum
just
rag
like,
of a relationship. Yeah, they use me for when the party's over.
yeah, just like, all right, like can we say the thing? Because if you go any longer without saying it, like I'm out of here.
Yeah, or somebody's like, oh, like this is my friend.
That's the worst. Like I've never experienced that, but like I've been in situations where that could be said and they just, default to girlfriend. I'm like, hey, okay. Even
Like,
if I'm
thank
not,
you.
I'm
We'll
like,
have that
but don't make me look
conversation later.
stupid.
Yeah.
The question that I have for you
Okay.
is actually something you asked me before. So I don't think you
Ruh-roh.
answered it earlier though. So what are some Christmas traditions that you want to start now? That we're slowly becoming grown folk?
Ooh. So I'm somebody, like, I love to capture everything. Like, I'm the one friend that's always taking pictures. Like, if you're drawing something, I'm over here like... So I want to normalize taking group pictures, or at least for, like, the holidays, like a family photo with, like, your friends or whoever, like, everybody that's there. And
Yeah.
just have it every year.
I feel like we stopped taking like huge group photos.
Right?
Yeah. Cause
Like-
like I feel like the only time I've ever like seen a friend group take group pictures that has been recently, like with Adrian. Adrian's the one that she always sets up the phone and she's like, okay guys, let's take a picture. And like after she started doing that, I was like, you know what? It's not hard to just ask everyone to stand together for a fucking second and just get a picture.
Bad Bunny said it best. Debí tirar más fotos.
Yeah.
You
like,
know?
I don't know. I think that that's something that people stop doing. I think it's because we're also used to like someone else telling us to do it. And I feel like now that we're getting older, it's just kind of like,
Like, oh, I don't have to anymore because it's not being
now
told.
we have to set it up, but you have to care enough
We
to
have
want
to
it.
keep the magic alive. But
And
yeah.
I think part of it too is because we're not printing out pictures anymore. Like there's no scrapbooking. There's
Y'all,
no,
I got a scrapbook.
how do you do that?
I just bought one off of Amazon, and then CVS has like that immediate.
But how
print
many
thing.
my thing is, how many do you print? Because I feel like I take a lot of pictures.
Oh no, I lock in. I go and I come out with like 40 pictures because it'd be like 39 cents a photo.
Yeah.
And they come
Damn.
out, you could do 4x6, like wallet style. But I would do it where it's like, I want to have, because I have that book for people who come over, like, oh, you want to see my scrapbook? Like, you can see, like, oh, like, who's that? Oh, that's this girl. Oh, I remember.
Aw.
Like, it's like live memories so that people can actually look at it. It's cute. It's black. It has a little spiral thing. But I would take pictures and, like, set up the camera in the corner and do, like, the group photos. So I want to do one every year and then have a book of just that.
Yeah, like an encyclopedia
this
of
was-
photos from your life.
Yeah, so with it would be more just for like Christmas. So like,
just for Christmas?
Holiday party 2025, 2026,
okay.
2027.
Damn.
And then just see, because that's what, I don't know if you saw it, and my close friends that I was kind of picking between an ugly wig party or ugly sweater for Christmas.
Yeah.
So that you see like, okay, what thing was it this year? Oh
Aw.
shit, everybody has wigs. Like,
Yeah.
I want to keep those traditions alive because I feel like that's just fun.
Yeah. See, you got me thinking about like the picture thing. Cause like I've always wanted to like, cause like I think about like when we had like Snapchat and stuff and like at some point, which is scary, like all those pictures and videos are just gonna be poof gone. Like if the app dies or,
Oh, okay, I get it.
or in the same way, like our memories, like they're starting to have people like pay to keep the memories in the app or whatever. Like that's like an idea that was brought out. And I was just like, that's scary. And I've been having this thing where it's like I have so many pictures from when I was a kid, and so many of my memories of things are kept alive because I keep referring to those photos. So
Yeah.
like I can remember through the pictures, and I keep having this thing where I'm like, how do I decide which pictures like in my photo album are worth printing? And it's almost like which memories do you want to remember? But at the same time, it's like I don't want to forget
Print them
anything.
all.
Yeah, so I'm
Print
just.
them all.
But that's so many pictures,
Dude, yo, My mom, like when we were kids, she had huge photo albums. Like the photo albums would be fat from pictures because each page had like 6 to 8 pictures. And I'm
Yeah.
like, and she had 4 kids, so she had stuff from my older brother's childhood, my childhood, and like it was just like she would mark everything down, like, oh, this baby 6 months, and the way they would put it so frank, but it would be like, oh, baby 4 6 mo. Like you can. My mom had pictures of her furniture, the picture frames. She had pictures of pictures, random
Yeah.
boats, because it's like you activate those memories, and then like it's nostalgia that never dies. Because
Yeah.
anytime you ask something, oh, that's when I took Anthony to Planet Hollywood. Oh my God, this one, like when we went there, this is what happened, and then it's like you kind of get to live. It's like you transport into that picture.
Yeah. Especially because like you said, like you were there. Because I feel like people have like such a distant attachment from pictures because often you're looking at pictures from when you were a kid, so you don't remember the moment anyways. But I can only imagine, like, for my mom, for my grandma, when they look back at pictures of like when I was a baby, they remember taking it and they remember being there. Because I always remember we had pictures even just of like just the living room, but no one was in it. It was just like look at the room, and like looking back, it's like we're like, oh, that's when the living room was red and we had those weird decorations and we had like the gold mirror up, and it was like that was tacky. But you know, like I feel like people live in a space where they think that nothing's ever going to change. So like, why take pictures for what? And it's just, I don't know. People aren't sentimental enough.
I'm a sap, bro. I have like literally, I went on a friend's vacation to Miami last year, and we took a group photo, and like I printed out that picture like 10 times, and then I gave it. So like anytime like those people would come over to my house, I'm like, oh my God, wait, I have something for you. And I gave them a picture of our group photo. So then I went to a friend's miss recently, and I was walking around, and I was like, oh my God, that's the picture from our vacation. I was like, I got the giggles. I was like, oh my God, that's so cute.
Yeah, like I'm the friend, I always buy the pictures when I go to like brunch and stuff with my friends. If we go to the club and they're like, oh my God, you want a picture? And like everyone's instinct is to say no. I'm like, I'll buy it. Come on, take the pictures or whatever. And everyone's always like, why? I have like 5 picture frames in my closet right now just from like different outings and stuff. And I keep building them up.
Because they're cute. One day, like, we are only as young as we are right now. You know? So when I get old, like, if I have kids and shit, I want them to see, like, their dad was fun.
Yeah, like I was living. I was doing things.
Right? I want to keep those memories alive for me, too. That's why also, like, with videos and stuff, I record
videos
everything.
is scary, though, because it's like, it's so easy to lose. In the same way that, like, you know, oh my God, VHS and the VC, what the fuck, the camcorders.
Yeah.
And then you put it on the tape or whatever, like because the TVs don't like accommodate that anymore. Like now you can't watch them unless like you get like
you can convert them.
Yeah, you can convert them, but that takes a lot of work and it takes money and stuff. It's just like, especially when you have so many. So I always get scared with video, and I feel like that's why pictures can be so important, because once you have it in your hand, it's yours. Like that's it. Like nothing's happening to it.
But now we have like those electronic, like frames.
Yeah, but it could die there too. Like, you know, for as long as it has a battery, it's like
but
it could be
thinking about
gone.
it that way is gonna like stop you from taking advantage of that.
Yeah.
Like I remember, like my friends used to interview each other. Like if we went out or something, they'd be like, "Oh, like what do you think about this?" Blah blah blah. And like we'll just have those videos. Or we're like, "Oh my God, whose phone is it on?" And it's like a memory that never dies, because it's like, "Oh shit, this guy has it. Oh my God, let me ask him for it." And it's like 3 years ago.
The best thing I could think of probably like for that kind of stuff is like Google Photos. I feel like everybody like they find their Google Photos and they just
Google Photos is my biggest op. They got everything from 2011 to now.
Really?
And I pay at this point. I think I'm about to start paying like $20 a month.
I know. I thought that I was like a genius because in middle school, I put every single picture I ever took, and I was so up to date with it on a whole bunch of hard drives. I had like, no lie, like 20 hard drives with all the pictures from like when I was a kid and stuff. And now like none of them even work when I put them in my computer. And I'm just like, okay. Thanks, there goes all those photos. Like so many like Kick screenshots, you know, like
Kick.
Yeah. Like so many things that I know that if I saw it now, I'd get fucking like war flashbacks. But
damn. No, but yeah, I feel like just print out pictures. You can even have like, because on iPhone now, you can do shared iCloud folders. So like when I went on vacation, like I made one and I'm like, okay, everybody that took pictures and stuff, send it to here. And literally like a month after, like people were still putting stuff. And I was like, oh my God.
Yeah.
Like you see it from different perspectives. So it's just kind of like memories you share forever.
Yeah. Okay.
So that'll be my main tradition.
So now that we are at the end of the pod, do you have any last words for those listening, watching, viewing?
Let's see. Let me see. Think about all the one-liners. Home is a feeling, not a place. I mean, it's true.
I know, but it felt like you like half believed it.
No, I mean, I thought about it. I wanted to make sure I said it right. Remember, like in Bridesmaids, when she was like, I even learned Spanish with you. ¿Dónde está la biblioteca? Have you seen Bridesmaids?
Yes.
Okay, like that wedding scene. I don't want to give that.
Like,
No, but holidays are really fun. It is what you make it. We need to keep. I feel like just youth. You know when they say like youth is wasted on the young. I feel like there's a way to like combat that. Like you have to keep yourself youthful.
yeah, 100%.
Like I have an older brother where like he was like a father figure for the majority of my life, and now that he's just my brother, I kind of like keep him young. Like last year, I got him like donkey like sock shoes of like Donkey from Shrek.
Yeah.
And everybody's just like, what the hell is that? He put them on his feet and he walked around with them the rest of the time. And I was like, you have to keep it alive. So like
Yeah.
I'd be acting stupid, but I'm like, yeah, I'm maturing, but I keep that youthfulness alive. And I feel
'Cause who
like
said
if
it has
we
to
do
leave?
that, exactly. If we do that, you're gonna have a fruitful life forever.
Yeah.
So I feel like keep that in mind. Be nice to yourself. Choose you always. Get yourself the best gift. Like, yeah, that's pretty much it. You?
Cool. I don't know. I feel like everything that I want to say has to do with like memories. Like just, I feel like there's this feeling I get around this time of year, like pretty often, where I am sitting somewhere, standing somewhere, whatever, and it's like the holidays. A lot of times it happens like in the city, about like Rockefeller and stuff, where like I'm just standing there and I'm just like taking everything in. It's almost like it becomes a memory before it leaves, because you know that it's an important moment.
Oh, like
and
a
that it's like,
timestamp?
yeah. So
Okay.
it's like, I would encourage you to have those moments more often than not just for the holidays, but just throughout your life. Like really just taking
Mental
the moment,
pictures.
remembering how things smell, remembering how things look, like really just like taking in the moment. And I sound redundant, but I feel like it's important to do that, because I feel like we just let things pass by us super quickly because we're just thinking about the next thing. We're thinking about tomorrow. We're thinking about next week. We're thinking about, all these other things that got to get done. But it's like, just take a moment and then appreciate where you are, the people you spend your time with. And for as long as you're intentional with all the people and things you keep around you, life is worth taking in those moments. So yeah, I'll leave you guys with that. Thank you guys for listening. Thank you guys for watching. Please like, comment, and subscribe. Leave 5 stars if your listening platform allows you to do so. I love you guys, and I will see you. Oh, wait, Merry Christmas. And I will see you next week. Okay, bye.
Bye.